To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
Chase Brown, his intended target out of the backfield. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third and a lone yard coming up. From the shotgun, here's Browning. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from the 41. Browning from the gun. Quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air, Browning. This connects with Higgins. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has some room to work. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. His first throw is an interception. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And a Bengal first down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Brown on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Browning. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Nix from the gun. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 1-score game.
Okay, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he's able to throw that ball right over their heads.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Broncos 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Samaje Perine on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, Listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got 2nd and 5. Play fake, Browning. Finds a man, right side. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's a pickup of 9. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Nix to throw. They try to set the screen. Dobbins takes out a one-stop, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Nick's trying to sneak it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. So read here, and this is Dobbins. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. I love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Here we go with Dobbins. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw. Here's Browning. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Browning now. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Gonna keep this one and go. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes the Bronco offense. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Look on the draw here to Dobbins. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Browning from the gun. He finds Brown right side. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 42. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They're now set for 1st and 10. To the air, Browning. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Browning. Now he takes it, and he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
A gain of 7, and a Bengal 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. It gives to Dobbins to start the third. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
This finds Franklin, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He's going to keep it this time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
Broncos 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. They've got first down from the 31. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, again to Brown. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
Are you kidding me? What a waste of time. What are you doing?
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
He's going deep. It's caught. Chase has it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends in motion left. There's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Browning. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This from just 23 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Quick slant caught by Sutton. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to just 2.
Broncos 21.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now it's Browning. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw, Browning. Finds the in route, complete. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Bengal first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Brown quick on the draw here. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 41. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down throw. Here's Browning. Has it at the 7. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals push this to an 8-point game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals push the lead to 2 scores now.
Broncos 21.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
It's a dime look defensively from the Bengals. Third down. Nix. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, fourth and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. Here's Nix to throw. Able to get it to Franklin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
No gain on the
Chances
play.
of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Nix now, third and 1. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
24-yard line.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Nix now to throw. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So they're left facing third and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Nix. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Cracking for it, and it's good! That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos down by a touchdown.
Will Lutz.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals and quarterback Jake Browning ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
First down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They kick the running back in motion. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now shotgun handoff to Brown. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They look to throw it. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They're going for 2 here, Brock. Browning bringing the Bengals to the line.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Broncos 24.
Well, Brock, I love the creativity. Trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but I'm sure some people seeing that call going to say, just give it to your back and keep it simple.
Like give it to Marshawn in the Super Bowl simple?
I mean, maybe. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, maybe. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Cincinnati.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos offense all set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
He finds Ingram working downfield here. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Mixed with it on first. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Next to throw again. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos trim the deficit down to 5.
36. Broncos 31.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.